probably got to delete some.
Let me see something. Oh yeah, it's on. Hey yo, man, it's Wood, man. My special guest again, man. Making a regular thing. H Money, man. Go ahead, man. Introduce yourself and let's get the shit popping real fast, man.
What's cracking? YouTube, it's your boy H Money. You already know Brooklyn Dawn. You know what I mean? We did a little video earlier, but we had to do a quick video because I was watching the Brooklyn Nets game. But you already know. Let's get to it though.
All right, man. It's a lot of shit going on, man. In this Deontay Wilder shit, man. All this wild shit. Everybody picking sides like we in high school and shit. We got the cool table, we got the nerd table, and we got we got the tables with the gang members and shit. It's like some high school, Southwestern high school shit with these niggas, man. I'm too old for that shit, man. So H Money, man, just get into it, man. I'm gonna let you start it off.
All right, man. Listen, we all know Deontay Wilder made a million excuses. He threw his coach under the bus, homeboy from Brooklyn. And we all know Deontay Wilder got his fanboys out there. What I don't understand is how they getting mad at homeboy for speaking facts. Like, listen, I don't me personally, the zone dude. I don't got a problem with that dude. I don't know him. I never had a problem. Get that out there right now, you heard? I never had a problem with him. I don't know him. Like, son came at me in Ness group chat or whatever when he was H Money, the boxing race at the time. So he came at me. Long story short, I never had a problem with the dude, so I'm gonna get that out there right now. Whatever problem he got, the dude is bipolar. Let's just get that out there right now. But he was speaking facts though. Deontay Wilder is a clown. And this is no knock on Deontay Wilder. All the excuses you made, you threatened to get the man locked up, you threatened to get the man banned from boxing, and you still out here having a third fight. I don't get it. You gotta make it make sense. He try to kill you, why is you having a third fight? I don't know. What you think, though? Like, yeah. The coach under the bus, and then the white dude, what's his name, JD?
Yeah.
JD checked the gloves. Well, he had 8 weights in the gloves. Why JD didn't spot that? But I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know. You make it make sense, though.
Yeah. I'm just gonna piggyback off some of the shit you said, man. Yeah, like he said, man. It was just a misunderstanding with the names. Sometimes on the internet, motherfuckers get a little loose with the mouth and shit, and then you respond, some things get spin out of control. I'ma fuck you up, I'ma kill you. That's just all like bravado type of shit. These two dudes don't know each other. They never met. They don't have no real beef. If you real beef is when you did something to my family. Real beef is when you fucking with my money. You doing something physically to me, but talking a whole bunch of bullshit online is not real beef. So these motherfuckers nobody don't have no problem with the other guy, man. It's just like a big misunderstanding. Just internet shit that's in it.
I don't even think it was a misunderstanding. I think homeboy just get off the talking shit to people online. It's not a misunderstanding with him. Like me personally, when he came out, I said, damn, that name H Money too. I said, that's what's up. It's 2 H Money. No, it's only 1 H Money, nigga. Pop your fucking head off. What the fuck? I said, bro, you don't even know. I'm shouting, nigga. I'm like, where's 2 H Money? That's what's up. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
And all that.
Yeah.
I shoot your head off. I over here. I kill you. I'm the real H. I'm saying he typing this stupid shit. So I'm like, yo, my man, like, what's wrong with him? Like, I'm sitting on my couch, like, what's wrong with this dude? So then that's when I was like, yo, my man, where are you from? I'm from Memphis, blood. I'm from Memphis. I said, oh, man. I said, yo, bro, listen, man, I'm from New York. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm not going to go back and forth with you. You got it. But what really made me come out, because he kept fucking with me. Like, I remember now he found my videos, and he kept fucking with me. So then I figured out you was a fake blood, and you was Crip and all that. Then I started, you know what I mean? Long story short, he was fucking with some UK dudes. And the UK dudes he was fucking with, I know them. And they was sending me group texts of him saying he reported my channel. And my channel got taken down. That's my channel. I had like 15,000 subscribers.
God damn.
The channel, the one that before the one I just had, the big one, the good one.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he can't get all that. Yeah, he got, yo, this dude was bugging. Like, he got messages saying, oh, I took that and I got that nigga, shit shut down. I said, holy shit.
But what about going forward, though, cuzzo? Let me tell how you feel going forward. So, since that situation.
I'm chilling, man. You know what I mean? Me going forward, man, I'm just going to do what I do. I come be a guest on your show. You know what I mean? Support your channel. Because you support my channel. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Other than that, I'm not really into the boxing thing because it's nothing but
Yeah, we not getting what we want anyway.
Politics out there, you heard? That's
Yep.
what you put in dick riders in politics. Like I don't, like I'm a still fan, but if Spence do some, like at the time when everybody said he was ducking Crawford, I was cool with Spence out. Like you're not fighting Crawford. Then when I seen the bullshit Bob Aaron was doing, and I'm like, all right, Tim Crawford resigning, they playing peekaboo too.
Yeah.
Every time they talk about make a fight with somebody, they say they got the Pacquiao fight lined up. But the Pacquiao fight don't happen. I end up playing a tomato can. I said, you know what? I'm not gonna jump on this. I ain't gonna jump on this man. You know what? Like everybody else do. But I'm not gonna sit there and disrespect him.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I go. If you diss Errol Spence, I'm not gonna make a video because you diss Errol Spence. Shit, what's that dude name? What's the dude name? Bruce motherfucking Vane. That's my boy.
Oh yeah.
All the time. I ain't gonna make no videos. I don't gotta make videos because somebody diss a fighter. That fighter should be murdered.
Yeah, that's something.
About him. If you make a video about me, that shit gonna make me motivated to go out there and beat somebody ass.
You know what that shit remind me of, man? That remind me of somebody like it's like you can't relate this shit to nowhere in life, yo. It's like somebody say something about another. That's between, and you know it's between y'all two. That's between those two, man. Why would you can't control another man's thoughts, man? If that's the way he feel, that's the way he feel. Fuck it. Those.
I got my own thoughts.
Yeah.
You want to diss 100 motherfuckers on YouTube because they diss Errol Spence? No. You want to diss 100 motherfuckers they diss Terrence Crawford?
You be fighting all day long, man.
You want to diss 100,000 people because they dissing the Deontay Wilder shit. That shit was to another level when you get to the glove gate thing. That was like a whole different. You had people that never talk boxing start making videos about shit like
and that's when they should have fought because that's when they should have fought because that shit was at its high right there. That's when they should have fought.
I told you when they was making them videos about the glove gate, that was the perfect time to make that fight. Once COVID-19 hit, that shit died down, bro.
But Wilder got more problems than what Wilder got more problems than when he think because I see a lot of man, I've been boxing for a long ass time, man, and I see a lot of little shit that's gonna make this fight harder than what people think it is for Wilder, but that's neither here nor there right now. But we gonna get into the talk about we gonna
real quick.
Go ahead.
So I never boxed, you know?
Yeah.
I've been around boxing all day, you know. But long story short, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but the little shit you see is what? Like you see, I see him working on power punches still. He's not working on fighting going backwards. He's not working on his left jab. Like he's not working on a lot of things he should be working on, fighting from at different angles. Like he's just working on power punches still. And then he works with somebody who's getting knocked out already.
Let me say something, because of what you said. Yep, you make a good point. But think about it. That's another thing. That's another thing about like a misnomer, something out there. You don't have to be a boxer to have a boxing eye, and you don't have to ever box before to have a boxing eye. If you be around, whatever you be around a lot, you gonna eventually pick up on shit. You gonna eventually pick up on little things. If you got a brain and a mind, you gonna pick up on shit. If you gonna pick up on shit. So that's how it is. But with Fury's style, Wilder's style is all wrong for it. It's because with Fury, his style, Fury, you could go back and study a good boxer. Even if you was a good boxer, you're gonna have problems with Fury. It's because of it's called different looks. And that's what Fury is a master of, giving different looks. He might give you 10 different looks within 30 seconds. So in order for you to combat those different looks, and these different looks, when a person, and I'm gonna tell you the problem with a person giving you different looks. Now, you fighting a person that they straight up. So you know them. So okay, mostly times they start they shit off, they're gonna throw a jab. They might feint a jab, they might use their active guard, and then they might throw a shot. But a person giving you different looks, you don't know where the punch gonna come from because it's a different style. He's giving you different looks. And what I mean by different looks, he might be on his front foot. He might be leading off on his front foot. And you can see his guard. Then all of a sudden, he get in the neutral plane. Then all of a sudden, he drop his backhand and have his he dropped his backhand. He's on the back foot. Now he got both of his guards up. Now you were like, damn, wait a, and then he's changing his rhythm. Then you don't know where to. Now if you're in front of a motherfucker, he doing all that shit. Do you think you gonna know where the punch is coming from?
But you know what's crazy was that you say that the second fight, he did more. He did a lot of that in the first fight. But the second fight, he learned from the first fight something Deontay Wilder didn't learn. He learned not to fight Deontay Wilder from the distance, because Deontay Wilder like to throw them long shots. So Tyson Fury said it before the fight in a press conference. I'm gonna walk you down and knock you the fuck out. He's been saying that the whole press conference, and at the beginning of the fight, he walked Deontay Wilder down that whole fight and made Deontay Wilder fight in close range. But Deontay Wilder couldn't do that.
And then
he didn't do nothing in the second fight, but that he just walked him down.
But when he walked him down, he still was changing levels. He
Changed more levels in the first fight.
yeah, he did more of that on the outside. He did more. You're right. He did more of that in the first. He did more of that in the first fight. But he's still changing. He's still coming. He walking you down, but he's still not in the same plane.
Besides walk him down, he did what he did to Klitschko. He put that weight on him and wore him down with his weight too. Every time he hit Wilder, he leaned on him. Now you gotta hold his weight with you. Now I'm gonna punch you and I'm gonna lean on you until the referee say break. That should wore him. That should wore his legs down. It wasn't a costume. It was all that weight Tyson Fury's putting in your ass. That's why.
That's why he looked. I'm glad you said that. That's why he looked different, because he packed. See, a lot of people, they don't have a lot of experience. So by me being on this earth a long ass time, I experienced everything. I experienced panic attacks before. Wilder had a panic attack in that fight. He panicked. When Fury started going forward, putting all that weight on, that pressure on him, he panicked. That's why he didn't look himself, because he panicked.
And then the third fight gonna be the same, because he ain't working on that. He ain't working on stopping Tyson Fury coming forward.
And
one more thing, because you know boxing.
Yeah.
Look at the tape with him and that dude. What's his name? Malik Scott.
Yeah.
Look at his feet. His stance is not correct.
It's too far apart.
That's why he's always off balance. He get hit, he's gonna be stumbling. He's too big to be like that. That shit, bro. That shit crazy.
And you know what the cure? And you know what? And he doing the opposite. And you know what the cure? If I knew Malik Scott, or him, I would tell him, look, work on your movement and balance and letting punches go. Be a volume puncher. Power is not going to beat Fury. You got to mix up your combinations, those shots, boom, 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 and then when he least expected, put the hammer on him. That's how you got to fight him. More like Uchi Wally. You got to let your hands go, then sneak the power punches in there, and then go to that nigga body. That's how you beat him. You don't beat him by standing around doing that shit. That shit is not going to be effective. That shit is not going to be effective in that fight. Fury gonna still push him around, bully him around, and his balance. If your balance is off, his balance is crazy off. He can't throw. No, you ain't seen him throwing no combination. He's still throwing one shot. He's still pot shotting, and that's not going to beat Fury. You look at him, he's still pot shotting, and that's not going to be enough to beat Fury.
That's why I said Anthony Joshua got a better chance, because he can fight better.
You know what give Anthony Joshua a better chance? I'm gonna tell you what give. It's three things that gonna give Anthony Joshua a better chance to beat him. Anthony Joshua have good balance. His balance is better. That's one. His balance is better. He throw combinations. He throw combinations, and another thing, he's strong. He can't be bullied by Tyson Fury. He's strong, and he's big, and he's strong.
He can fight going backwards. He can fight from the angles.
Yeah, but his balance, he can throw like he could throw a 5 or 6 combination. He could let those shots go boom, 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 boom.
Against Poland, he threw like 6 uppercuts back to back.
Yeah, he could throw shots. That's what give him a better shot. You can't. Yeah. Say that again, cuz I hear that. My last part you said.
It's still recording, right?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, cool. Yeah. He can throw the uppercut. Cause me and my boy A Biggs, Brooklyn boy Biggs was watching it. And he threw 6, and you can hear the commentators like, you don't see heavyweights throw combinations like that. Last person to do shit like that was Tyson. He threw 6, 1, 2, 3, came on the right, and then came back with the uppercut again. I said, damn. I said the uppercut gonna be the kill shot if you fight Wilder.
Yep, that's how you fight Tyson Fury, by having good balance, letting your hands go, and being able to move around the ring, being able to move around the ring and stop. And when he fight on the inside, being strong enough to not let him lay his big ass body on you and wear you down. Be able to fight, and Wilder can combat that if he worked on going to the body and knew how to go to the body right. If he knew how to go to the body right, that would stop Fury from coming inside, leaning on him. These are things you got to work on. You got to have strategy. You got to be smart. Boxing is mostly, I know it's a tough man sport, but you got to use science too. It's more scientific. You got to use your brain, and Wilder is not that good at using his brain. You can tell.
That's why I say it's right now, like it's hard to teach Wilder the shit everything you just said. It would be hard for Wilder to do in a real fight, in a one training camp against a
yup.
It's not gonna be easy to do that against Tyson. You have to get a tune-up fight with Malik.
Yup. And then it'd take 3 fights. It'd take 3 fights, and it would take a couple of hundred rounds of sparring and camps to correct those mistakes.
How you want him to fight? Because he's always going to be used to what he do. Like,
yep.
That's why he beat Ortiz. That's why he beat what's the dude? Dominic Berzel. He'd like you to fight from a distance so he could jump in. He'd pawn you, throw his left hand out there just so you could react, and he would jump real quick with the right. Off balance, so he jumping with the right.
That's not gonna be Fury.
That's how he knocked. He thought he could do it again because he did it in the first fight. He allowed you to do that in the first fight because he tried to box you. The second fight, he bullied you. And that's the way you beat him. You smother him. Because you get in there, you make him fight in the inside, and he can't do nothing like that.
And another thing, Fury is a student of the game. He is a student of the game. His new trainer, Sugar Hill, is a student of the game. Wilder's not a student. Wilder basically just boxing for money.
And Anthony Joshua's a student of the game.
Anthony Joshua was a student because he went back and made the proper. People was telling him go in there and start slinging and go in there and try to knock Andy Ruiz out. That's why he beat Andy Ruiz, because you don't beat Andy Ruiz by slugging with him. You beat him by keeping him on the outside, and that's what he did.
Yep. Another thing is we were talking about. He's a humble dude, because when he lost, Wilder dissed him like he's a quitter, he's a coward. And when Wilder lost, he didn't diss Wilder, he picked him up. Like he can get back in the gym.
Yeah, like I said, when we was talking, I think the second time we was talking about that shit. I was like, that nigga took that shit like a G. That nigga was in Harlem playing basketball, He ain't let that shit affect him, man. That nigga was in Harlem. He was everywhere, Brooklyn.
He was at the Rucker Park.
Yup, he was everywhere playing basketball, chilling. He was enjoying his wealth.
They made not one excuse saying he got hit behind the head, like which he did, but you didn't hear him make excuses.
And another thing, right? He had excuses, but he still wasn't using them, because everybody could tell that he could tell he wasn't himself, but he didn't make the excuse though. He didn't use it as an excuse why he lost.
He got that rematch and did what he had to do in that rematch. Fury did what he had to do for the rematch. Deontay Wilder's the only one that didn't make no adjustments. Him and Andy's the only ones that didn't make no adjustments. Him and Andy Lee, they the only ones that didn't make no adjustments in the gym.
Yep. That's why, man, he friends. That's why he's personal friends with say it again?
With Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, because Mayweather is a student of the game. Mayweather see this kid. Mayweather see how this kid carry. What Mayweather always say when it comes, everybody asks him, what does he lose? He said, it comes with the territory. Mm-hmm. He always say that. It comes with the territory. If I lose, I come with the territory. I'm going to come back stronger. That's what Mayweather always say that. Y'all don't believe me? Go back and Google. Somebody asked Mayweather, what does he lose? He said, that comes with the territory.
And that's another thing Homeboy said that made sense too. The DAZN dude, Tyson Fury said Mayweather's jealous of him and Andre Ward. What the fuck are they jealous of him for?
Man, come on, man.
What the fuck is Mayweather jealous of Deontay Wilder for? Who is Andre Ward jealous of Deontay Wilder for?
Yo, and then they use he's a big black king, and he man, you think Mayweather worrying about that shit, man?
I don't like people. I don't like that king shit. Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? He's a good fighter. I mean, some niggas gonna be saying Errol Smith they king and shit. I don't like shit like that. I'm not calling no man my king, man.
That sound too fruity. That sound too fruity to me, man. That's like a woman calling a motherfucker daddy.
Not like it sounds like you ain't no real leader. Then you saying another nigga's your king. Not even fruity. It sounds like you ain't no leader. You a follower, and then the shit you preach to people, and you want them to follow you, but then you call another man your king. Like, how you gonna preach this shit to me? But you call that nigga your king?
But
it makes sense. Like, you call somebody your king, but you expect me to follow behind you? Hell no.
But man, I'm gonna tell you another thing I want to say about this Wilder. Man, what's another thing that's gonna hurt him, man? I think it's so much when you talk so much shit and you come up with all these fucking excuses. That's man, and that's gonna all eyes. He never been in a fight where all eyes is on him. This gonna be the first time that he ever been in a fight where everybody is gonna be watching how he react. And I think that shit gonna get to him because he talked a lot of shit about the referee, his trainer. Man, when they do no press conference, I think Fury gonna get in his head, man.
Oh, yeah.
Fury gonna get in his head because he talked all that shit about the gloves. I think it's gonna be so much pressure on him. I believe before the fight even start, he gonna be already fucked over because the mind games Fury gonna. I believe that shit gonna fuck him up. And the world's watching now. You made all these excuses. Only thing he did was put more pressure on himself.
Yo, well, you sure that shit's still recording?
Yeah, it's still going. Yeah, we got to wait one more minute. Got like one more minute.
I know. Yeah, about that shit. This is good, yo.
Yeah, we would do. I forgot all about it until you said something. Yeah, man. All right, man.
We don't rehearse shit, man. This is 5:00 in the morning. All off the head. Like, I just text him. He said, "You want to do a video?" Yeah, this is all off the head, y'all. We don't rehearse nothing. We don't act for super chat. This is all off the head, man.
Yeah.
Well, I get my money. That's what we do, man.
Yeah.
We gonna give y'all part 2 today. We gonna give y'all another video. We gonna break down Spencer Pacquiao next time.
Yep, we're gonna break it down, man. It's wood, man. Close us out, H man.
Man, it's your boy H Money, Brooklyn Dawn, man. Salute to the brother, Stay Real TV. Make sure y'all subscribe to his video, to his channel. If y'all not subscribed already, y'all checking this video out. Y'all already know if we got the my video thing and that you put my shit in there.
Yeah.
You can subscribe to my channel, whatever you heard. But I'm gonna be on your channel though, man. My dog, man, he keep it 100. Keep it 100. There's too many people out there, man. It's another one that keep it 100. What's his name? Blood Boxing. He's another one that keep it 100.
Yeah, Blood Boxing too, man. That's another real one, man. And think about it, me and H Money, we disagree all the time, but we still stand tall.
And we don't argue for hours on the phone. Like, nigga, you lying. You don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, it don't matter, yo, cause he his own man. He his own man. He don't listen to what I say. He got his own brain. That's why I fuck with him, cause he got his own brain.
I said, yo, Mikey got 1% of being expensive. Nigga, are you crazy?
Yeah, we argue for hours about shit, about Mikey, Earl's, all kind of shit, man.
I text him. First person I text was Wood. You see?
Yeah. And I responded, yo, y'all. I think it was with your boy too, yo. Y'all was getting on me, but hey, man, that's what it is, man. We gonna close it out, man.
Yo, we're ready, man. We out of here, though.
Peace.